Here it is.
What are we doing today, Skipper?
Well, we're going out the harbour and it's just a case of when we turn left or right.
You've got to about edges and blades.
Well, what's the tide now? It's high going down?
Tide going down, but it's big tide.
Heat the
So
mock of the festival. So
see what happens.
Tell you what, that little chop saw I bought.
fantastic.
Welcome back below the waves. I'm JP Falaise and this is the channel where it takes you on a dive. Today I'm diving with Moley and he's just asked me to check for air bubbles. Nope, we're all good, so let's carry on. Today we're diving on a popular spot down near Anfray. This is outside Fermain on Guernsey's east coast. The seabed here is mostly sand, plenty of old shells and the odd decent sized scallop. I say the odd decent sized scallop because there's a lot of smalls around here. We're not too deep here at 25 metres or 75 feet for the American people. And for the benefit of the new people to the channel, you will see shells, scallop shells all over the place, as you can see here. But not all of them are actually still alive. Some of them have already been shocked, or some of them have naturally died, or also some of them have been eaten by starfish. So these are the ones we're looking for, the ones with flesh still inside. And you can almost tell which ones they are. One, they've got their frills sticking out, so they're little white bits of flesh sticking out. And two, sometimes you see them moving and blasting out a little bit of sand every so often. So these, for me, are the most important of the ones of the dive. Your first ones you get. One, they weigh your bag down, and two, it makes it a lot more comfortable knowing that you've actually caught some on a dive and you ain't gone back to the surface with none at all. Never happened to me, but I know other divers it has actually happened to. You can see here my dust clouds caught up with me. Basically the tide is pushing in a northerly direction, which is kind of sending me shallower, which is good. But also, if you stop for any short duration, especially when there's two divers, which there is, there's me and Moley to my side, the dust cloud can catch up with you. So the trick is just stay ahead of your dust cloud. Sometimes you've got to stop, readjust yourself, look where you're going next. So it will catch up with you, unfortunately. And around here is quite dusty. See, Moley's just nicked one from in front of that shark. Little small cat shark. No issue to divers. I have actually had a few of these come up to me once, but it's very, very rare that they would swim towards you or start interacting with you. As you can see, plenty of smalls. Not really after the smalls though, we're after the larger ones. These are all within legal size, which is 100mm or 10 centimetres. Or 4 inches if you're in America. We're after the slightly larger ones. Ones that are probably only about a year older, but they're probably 5mm bigger. Just keep checking up for Moley. I'm not really diving with Moley, he's there, but we learned to dive on our own, so we're self-sufficient. Yeah, another cat shark. Loads and loads of these around at the moment, looking for mates. What they tend to do is find a mate, lay one egg, and then basically 8 months later a live shark comes out the egg pouch. We call them mermaids' purses. Certainly a nice steady stream now. If I wasn't filming at the same time, I could be moving my head a lot faster than I actually am. Check my air, 170, we should be good. And we're also taking a very quick glance at the 14 in here, the NDL. People ask that don't dive what the actual computer does. So you can see here 24, that's 24 metres, a 3 metre safety stop, which is what I do when I go back to the surface. I've been on 7 minutes 41, 14 minutes at NDL left, so that's 14 minutes before I go into deco. I'm breathing air. I've got my TTS, which is total time to surface, 6 minutes, and my PO2, which is 0.71, which is my partial pressure of oxygen, and also my CNS, my central nervous system percentage that goes up. The more dives you do, the higher it goes. So that's the dive computer in a neat little package, and that's in recreational mode at the moment, open circuit. I'm not going to go into too much complicated stuff, but that's pretty much what it's for. So primary role is to tell me how deep I am and how much minutes I've got left on my no decompression limit. Recreational diving is no decompression. When you recompress, that means you basically can't go back to the surface. You need to stay at a certain depth for the water, for the nitrogen to come back out your bloodstream and expel back through your lungs and then get exhaled. If you don't do this, potentially the little nitrogen bubbles can join up when there's less pressure when you come back to the surface and cause a larger bubble, which then could get caught in one of your joints, which then leads to the bends. That's a very simple way of explaining it to non-divers. Fortunately, it's only memory on my micro SD card that ran out on this dive. I was going to wind up the people on the boat, so what I'd done is I emptied all of my scallops, apart from 3, out of my bag and into Moley's on the way up. Let's see what they say. They're bound to take the mick out of me, that's for sure.
Dolphins wanted 20 quid for being picked up, so we got a taxi and fly.
My head's getting actually bloody cold.
Hey! John, let's show that on camera. Let's have it on camera. Let's have it on camera.
What, 7 of them?
Don't look like 7 to me, about 5 I reckon.
Oh, that's 3 I think.
I was filming. He was dicking about his camera.
My camera's full as well.
Weird at work.
You're not filming Moley down there, were you?
Yeah. I was filming a lot of dust.
Still got it.
Not anymore.
That was good. Very enjoyable. That was a nice fast. I ran out of memory on my card there, so I had to stop filming. I was going to show you me tipping my bag of scallops into Moley's and keep them free to try and wind the others up, but I couldn't. Done alright. It's almost commercial grade there, look. Matt's done his already. Got him out of 100. How many, Matt? 100? He's in the little boys' room. 103. Good guess. He's just coming out the wind. Ready for our second dive. Do I change the tank or do I keep the same tank on? 105 bar, keep the same one. So 15 litre. Oh, that's great, mate. How many?
112.
Oh, Paul's in first place. He was getting closer and closer to you.
Back down for dive number 2. So we've come a bit further up now. We're just outside the Valet, really, bathing pools, and we're heading in a southerly direction now. So we're back to the way we like it. We don't really like going north. Going south's definitely better. Tell the tide is going quite quick now. So I'd say it's kind of almost like being in a bit of a river. we want to get out the tide a little bit, we hide behind these little reefs. So you'd see sandbanks on the southern side of it. I really got to keep an eye on my air now because I'm on the second half of the tank. I've already been 6 minutes underwater pretty much. I love taking a little look around these reefs. You never know what you're going to see. Loads of different sort of soft corals. Yeah, loads of old fishing gear. There always is down here. Been lost unintentionally because no one wants to lose gear because it costs quite a bit of money. Decent sized scallops as well. So we're just going to work these little sandy banks on the side as we come down onto the rough. So this is actually sloping up ever so slightly, and what we tend to do is just swim up to the top of them and then off to the back and then carry on. And there's always scallops here on this one. And the best thing is, on this sort of sand you can see them miles away. The one on the left looks big enough, the one on the right looks a bit too small. Leave it there for next time. There's a few around here. I can see Moley eyeing them up. He's coming over to steal them. That's typical of him. I better take the big ones before he has them. He can have these two, they look small. No, he's missed them, never mind. We have started to see some spider crab coming already, like this one. Fairly large male. Keep looking up because there's things that are floating down towards me. He's got a scallop, I'll take that. So every so often you'll get a load of this tago that comes down, or golden kelp, I'm not quite sure which one it is, but it comes down and kind of comes straight in towards you and hits you in the face. If you're not expecting it, it can be quite a jump scare. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a horrible little bubbling noise. It's coming from the inflator hose that screws into Matt's suit. Yeah, I'm in Matt's suit again because mine's leaked again. I can see why the Americans call them comfort suits rather than dry suits because they're really not dry. Another big ornate one. Looks like a work of art, that one. Can see plenty more scallops here. Quite easy to see. Got to keep an eye on my air. 70 bar left. Bit small. That one might be alright. But I don't know if I can be bothered to swim back over to it. So let's just carry on. I can see a nice big reef. Let's go and see if we can see any crayfish on it. As you can probably see, me and Moley ain't doing very well here. There's no real decent scallops. Probably because we're fairly shallow. So someone's lost a little yellow fishing lure there of some sort. Doesn't look like it. There's quite a lot of life just hanging onto these rocks. We haven't got time, I'm running out of air, so need to try and see if I can scramble the last few scallops. At least want like 1 dozen for sure. 65 bar left, 1 more minute and then we're going up. Come on, it's going to be a crayfish somewhere. I think we're about to get attacked by a shark here. Believe it or not, that's quite a rare occurrence, that. A shark on its own accord, swam towards me, swam around, had a good look, and then carried on. I think it might be looking for a partner. There's plenty of other sharks around here. I don't think that was the same one though. No, that definitely wasn't the same one. He's swimming around here somewhere. I don't know, maybe he's going to attack Moley. Ah, here it is. It's coming back. No, that wasn't the same one. This is him here. Him, her, not sure. Can't see the claspers underneath. I'm guessing it's probably a male actively looking for a female. Is this going to be my last one? In my mind, I'm always thinking the same thing. 55. Got another 30 seconds. Oh, it's a cuttlefish. Good camo. Blended in very well. And right next to him is a large dog whelk with a hermit crab inside. And this is the sort of area we'll get into now. Loads of these large hermit crabs. Up onto these really silty bottoms in the shallows. Sort of 5 metres and less. Me and Moley's tangled up, so I'm going to swim on the outside of him and hopefully that sorts it out. I think the whole time we've pretty much been linked together. Hope I haven't caused him too much hassle. Well, that's a lot less. I think I've definitely done a dozen. Moley's probably done 2 dozen. I suppose it's better than nothing. You'll see my 3 minutes is now counting down. 1.5 minutes. I'm halfway through my safety stop and I've got 45 bar left. Really, you should be heading towards the surface and still have 50 bar left, but if you're confident enough that you're not going to get any issues on the way up, it's fine if you go slightly under. Here you can see where these bubbles are coming from, where the inflator hose inflates the suit.
I couldn't go anywhere. I kept sitting backwards. I could do it on tunnel ground. How you hold the top? I couldn't do it. Yeah, I always hold the pipe.
Apologise if it's a bit windy. It looks like it's come up to about, I don't know, force 5 from the south. I think it's about 20 knots of wind. Didn't do as good as this time. You notice they're a lot smaller. We grabbed a few. I grabbed this. Pretty cool, look. It's a bit of glass that's been rolled and then put on as a lip. That would have been a huge utility bottle. You see the air bubbles in it, look at that. Old glass, black glass. That would have been amazing if it was a full bottle. Probably would have had some sort of food in it, I'm guessing. Pretty cool. I'll chuck that back in the sea actually. I wasn't meant to go in my bongo, I was meant to go in the sea. A small selection. These are definitely going to need gauging, I think. But considering the tide was pulling off really quickly, not too bad. Pulls back, pulls on the right. I think he's got more than me and Mole combined. Oh, he's got a dive knife. You've been finding little trinkets.
Right.
You found in little silver ears.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a cannibal there by the looks of it. Is that yours or Matt's?
Matt's bag.
Matt's bag by the looks of it. Yeah, it's really old and battered, so it must be Matt's. Nice.
Alright mate, I was tied up to my dive buddy who was swimming against the tide.
Yeah.
I sat there letting line out, waiting for him.
And I was ploughing into the tide.
Yeah, but why are you swimming back?
Looks like Matt's doing alright. Mr. Winky's standing up an end. So he's obviously on it.
Yeah.
I reckon that at one time probably had a flatfish on the end of it, would you say?
Yeah.
And someone's lost it. I think the fish has probably swum off with it. It's a better knife. Oh, that's still got a couple of months left in it.
Oh yeah.
Another 14 flatfish. Yeah. No name on it. If that's your knife and you want it back, you're not having it. Nah, if you want it, be left on the boat. Cup of tea time.
42.
How many did you have? 42?
42.
Oh, you beat me and Mom. Wind against tide, never good. That's why it's all white horses everywhere. Almost home time. Almost cafe time. It's alright for the skipper, he's in his wheelhouse nice and warm. With his bonnet on. And he's... yeah, sloppy. He's got the bonnet on and the gilet on. Look at you. Can't have him yet, we haven't shocked him, we've got to land him first. Still waiting for Matt. So we got the weekend warriors. And then you got the commercial boys. And I can barely pick that up. Oh.
A cannibal as well.
And a cannibal. You commercial boys know how to do it, eh?
Wow, you know. That was a good dive. It was fast.
It was fast.
It's supposed to be running by St Sampson's Harbour.
I know, we've gone 14 miles. We started up right up there. Only joking, we probably went about half a mile. Anyway, cafe time, coffee. Home James. Were you on the same dive as us? I had 20, Moley had 18 and Paul had 42. You were ahead of us, that's why we didn't get them. Oh, look at that. Look at the iridescence on it.
It's a nice one, eh?
That is a nice one. Hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, I'll catch you on the next tide.